Yeah, this is MC. Have we started? Testing, testing, one, two, three. I hope everybody can hear me. Uh, I'm going live. I gotta find the microphone, camera, check, slow mo, check. What? Picture. Uh, Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is MC. That strange alcoholic and addict. I wanted to try to bring up a topic today on treatment centers. I was talking to my fellow alcoholics and sobriety brothers and sisters and a few people. So I know, let's say, yay! It's September, National Recovery Month, and I only see just right online that some of our recovery centers is celebrating this National Recovery Month. But like it say in the thumbnail, it basically say did jails, alcohol and drugs, treatment centers, and institutions work for us. So now when I answer that for myself, what I find is that I've been in 4 treatment centers and a few times in between those 3 and 4 days and 15 day runs and rests in the LA County Jail for warrants and stuff for drinking in public and jaywalking and all them kind of things that we do when we out there in that misery and that torture of drugs and alcoholism. So so I posed the question and I'm put it out there. Uh, I thought when I went to the first treatment center, the strange thing about it is that the first treatment center, by the way, was Salvation Army. So I say, dang, this is a clean place. It's like Club Med up in here. But it was one thing I noticed. I noticed that a lot of the people in the treatment center was older than me. So this type of illness I had already was already shutting me down before I could even sit down real good right in the treatment center just to see and examine do I have this illness up on me, because first of all I'm 21. So I'm in the midst of my being 21, and it's like I'm in the middle of being 21 and I'm real upset now because it's like, dang, you mean to tell me I can't even get to the age of 22 just because I done drunk a little bit too much? I wasn't responsible. I wouldn't help out with the things that needed to be done in my life, let alone chip in a little money at home, like $50 to show the consideration that I'm a grown ass man. Uh, and that's basically saying that they gave me an ultimatum. So here it is. I'm in the ARC treatment center, and working in the clothing department out there in Pasadena. And the funny part about it was once I found out the other people on the assembly line was getting polo shirts and taking extra polo shirts to the room, and we already can get a clothing voucher once a week or something. And then this program had a bowling alley in the basement. We had Marriott chefs that was training to work for the Marriott right in the kitchen. And woo, shit, we're a block away from Colorado Boulevard. Uh, but one thing about that program I noticed, and then sooner or later, one time I went to the mall, I'm up here gambling in the program. So it's like And I got somebody looking at the door to make sure that some of the facility workers and stuff don't don't bust us. But it's like this is what they say, like in writing the textbooks of alcohol. It's like I'm just full flight, full flight, full flight from reality. I didn't place myself in a situation where uh, I said I got extra money, man, and it's really the weekend, and none of us ain't on no pass, so I say I got a crap game going on right in my room. Boy, boy, boy. Thank God we didn't get busted. But I think the word got around, but my mind was like saying, shit, we didn't do this or like, everyone. But to make a long story short, what was going on at that treatment center was a lot of certain things. There would be some H&I, so there'd be uh, some AA meetings, and then sometimes the panel would be mixed. You might get one black person on the panel. Then you get all these people that just looking too darn happy. So, and then I remember one more other time. Then this old lady came there, and I went to one meeting with her. A lot of people in Los Angeles know her, and I believe from coast to coast. And her name was Marcy. And then, but the second time they wanted Derek and Marcy wanted me to go to a meeting, I did not go to 185. I had other things in mind. Because while I was in the program, I was trying to talk to someone at the Regal Theater, so I didn't want to go there. And then because of the disease, like Marcy always say, you can't see the picture if you're inside the frame. And that was my main problem. I couldn't see the picture. The only picture I saw is that everybody looks older than me. Why I gotta stop? So, to make a long story short, when I left that program with them 6 bags of clothes and all that, and dressing up the outside and feeling real good about myself, like I really chill. Shoot, I know these clothes and these shoes and everything is finna protect me. And then 6 or 7 months later, I was back in another treatment center, Castle East. And this was one of them humility type of treatment center. 30 days, I couldn't cut on the light, couldn't do nothing. So, but one thing I recognize about that treatment center, I've seen people that that shares more of my complexion in this program. So so I said maybe I need to start listening a little closer. So one more time to let you know, all them groups being on lockdown right in the house. Lockdown is where nobody can go nowhere, even if you got a pass. Washing some of the clients was washing some of the staff cars for extra money for when they go on pass. Some people were bashing and say they was doing that as part of their sponsorship, but really they was just doing it for to me to have some money. So when they go on pass or something, or people will work off hours. See, because in this program, there was like you can write somebody up a 3 hour ticket or I guess an hour ticket to be penalized, and they would have to make it up by some kind of chores around the house. So prior to treatment centers, those was a few treatment centers that I've been in. Then I've been in 2 more. After I left that one, I relapsed, revisited uh, what I was always used to doing. And but I left out one point. The first treatment center, I was just an alcoholic. Second one, I was smoking primos before I made it to Castle East. So the 8-year run was real sufficient. But prior to these treatment centers, what about those commercials, those Betty Ford commercials, those late night commercials? the Betty Ford Center. Uh, they used to have this other treatment center commercial on. Come on down and go to our treatment center. They used to have this commercial with, here's an egg. Here's your head. Here's your brain. On drugs. So if you need help, call such and such a number. So I wonder how many. Sure, I know a few people that use that number, and I remember seeing them when I started going to meetings and stuff. They was in places like the Betty Ford Center. Some of them sober today. Some of them did some of them things that was on them commercials, relapse, but it was enough information to get them back into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and Cocaine Anonymous. But in my head, looking at that commercial, that egg thing, I don't know. The only thing that did for me was just made me hungry. It's because probably at that time I was smoking the joint or doing something. Let me see. I'm trying to learn how to